Assalamu alaikum. Dr. Nasir. In this video, we will talk about nursing vocab. The topic is a bit difficult, but it's not for the common folks. It's for those students who are interested in comparative exam, entry tests, or something like that. The main focus is those students, otherwise anyone can take benefit. So nurture, as I have mentioned so many times, means to bring up. Vocab stands for vocabulary. Over here, right, it is root, then suffix, then word, then meaning in English, and then meaning in Urdu. Got it? So root, as you know, root is actually something, the main part of the word. Sometimes we call it stem. Suffix is something that is added after that word, right? And word is word, and English Urdu, you know. So these are different roots like necto, aglo, babylio, hydro, acro, claustro, mono, mesto, pano, anthro, astro, and anglo. It's not something like Japanese, right? These are basically roots, right? And the suffix with all these roots would be phobia. So phobia, as I think most of you know, phobia stands for fear of something, right? So if we add necto before phobia, necto and phobia, when we combine these two, what the situation is, it becomes nectophobia. So obviously, its meaning is, as you can see over here, its meaning is fear of darkness. Some people are afraid of darkness, right? This is fear of darkness. And in simple Urdu, it means tariki ka khauf, right? So necto means something related to darkness, and phobia means fear. So nectophobia means fear of darkness. Some people have this fear, and different people have different phobias. You might have one of these. So this is tariki ka khauf, or fear of darkness. The next is aglo. Aglo basically means something relating to pain, right? Pain or something. And phobia means phobia. Aglo and phobia. When you combine these two, it becomes aglophobia. So you can guess very easily. Aglophobia means fear of pain. Some people are very much afraid of injection or something like that. So they have sort of fear. This no. As kids do, you would have seen. So aglophobia stands for fear of pain. And in simple Urdu, it means dard ka khauf. I think there is nothing difficult in it. The next is babylio. Babylio means something relating to books. Something relating to books. You might have heard bibliography, the list of books, as we write in report writing or something. So babylio means something related to books, and phobia means fear. So bibliophobia means what? It's very easy to guess. It is bibliophobia means fear of books. Some people are very much afraid of reading books. A friend of mine had this problem. He used to bring books for me, but he never ever bothered to study any book. No, he has passed away. Bibliophobia means fear of books. In simple Urdu, it means kitabon ka khauf. It's not a good phobia. One must shun one's best, try one's best to avoid this sort of things. So the next is hydro, a very common root. Hydro, all of you know, relates to water, something relating to water, right? Hydro projects you would have heard. And phobia means fear. So hydrophobia means, right, fear of water. Some people are very much afraid of water. I have a little bit phobia of this sort, right? So hydrophobia means fear of water. And in Urdu, you can say pani ka khauf. If you have this thing, one can overcome this sort of phobias through a little bit strive. So hydrophobia means fear of water. The next is acro. Whenever we say acro, it means something related to height, right? Acro means height, pertaining to height. So phobia means phobia. So acrophobia means you are afraid of, right, those places which are a bit high, like suppose you're crossing some bridge or something, so you feel, no, I might fall or something. So acrophobia means fear of height. You are afraid of, right, height. Okay. In simple Urdu, it means unchai ka khauf. Got it? Acrophobia means fear of height. The next is claustro. Claustro means something, right? Closed, right? Closed space or something like that. So claustro means something, right? Relating to very closed place or something. So claustrophobia means fear. So claustrophobia, it means fear of closed places. Some people have this phobia, and it is so serious that when they want to enter some washroom or something, so they never ever try to bother to bolt it up. They say they might, something wrong might happen. So it is very severe in those people. So they are afraid of very closed places. They say, I'm feeling sort of suffocation, I just want to leave, and something like that. So claustrophobia means fear of closed places, narrow places. And in Urdu it means tang jaghon ka khauf. Got it? Okay. The next is mono. Mono, all of you know, one. Some people say monomania. Some people have craze for just one thing. They just want to do that thing, right? So mono means one. And monophobia means, the literal meaning is fear of one thing. But its practical meaning is fear of being lonely. Sometimes you're afraid of the thing that you don't want to live alone. You see, being alone is something different. Being lonely is something negative, right? So this is sort of, right, loneliness. Fear of being lonely. And in simple it means tanhai ka khauf, right? Sometimes these sort of fears are there. So Myso means something relating to dirt, filth or something, right? Something relating to filth. And Mysophobia means fear of filth. Some people are very much afraid of very dirty places. They don't want to see a place. Most of the girls have this sort of Mysophobia, right? But it's a general observation, most of the good things are available at filthy places. Anyway, so Mysophobia means fear of filth, fear of dirt, bad place, gandagi ka khauf. The next is pan. Or pano, you can say. Pan means when everything is there, right? Everything is there. You might have heard the word pantheism. Pantheism is a concept in which people believe that Allah Almighty is present in everything. So everything is sort of God, right? So pan means all. So panophobia means fear of everything. You are afraid of everything. You are afraid of everything. It might be anything. So in Urdu it means har cheez ka khauf. Got some idea? Okay. Next is anthro. You might have heard the word anthropology, the science of human beings. So anthro means pertaining to human beings, right? So if you add phobia, it will become anthrophobia. So that means fear of people. Some people they are so anthrophobic, they don't want to mix with people, right? So anthrophobia means fear of people. Logo ka khauf. One must not have this sort of fear, but people have their own problems. So astro, you would have heard astrology, right? Astro basically means something relating to heaven or something, right? Okay. So astro, if you add phobia, it will become astrophobia. It means fear of what? Fear of heavenly things. Fear of heavenly things. Getting? Okay. In simple Urdu, it means asmani cheezon ka khauf. Some people have, right? In current scenario, right, most of us have developed this thing. We have become astrophobic. God knows something wrong might happen again or something. And Anglo. This is Anglo. This was Anglo. Anglo means something relating to foreign people, right? English people or something. Anglo, you just add phobia, it will become Anglophobia. It means fear of the English. I'm not saying fear of English, fear of the English. The English actually means English people. Fear of the English. So it means अंग्रेजों या अंग्रेजी चीजों का खौफ. Some of us are Anglophobic. Some of them are very crazy about those things. So this was the story. So just as a reminder, nectophobia means fear of darkness. Anglophobia means fear of pain. Bibliophobia means fear of books. Hydrophobia means fear of water. Astraphobia means you are afraid of height. Claustrophobia means fear of very narrow and closed places. Monophobia means sort of fear of solitude-like thing. Panophobia means fear of everything. And Anthrophobia means fear of people in general. And Astraphobia means fear of heavenly stuff, heavenly things. And Anglophobia means fear of goras or something like that, right? Fear of foreigners or fear of, in routine we say the English, or English people. So these are sort of fears. So one can develop the concept if you just give it a go with a little bit devotion. Thank you very much. See you.